you really pour through the results of that meet, you would see that really, we didn't swim too bad. We didn't perform too bad really at all. Carnegie just kind of was a bit of a buzzsaw for us and just kind of, kind of showed up ready to go for sure. I think they were a little peeved about how we beat them on the women's side last year. So I think they definitely came to play. But I think that there's always some takeaways, right? Whether you have the best meet of your life or the worst meet of your life, there's always things that you can learn from it. But I think the most important thing for our team to take from is like, hey, we got to be ready to go. Like, no excuses, show up. We got to throw down, and so, I think that coupled with that, the kind of idea of, hey, if something doesn't go right, for us right out of the gate, it's okay, right? We can't let it define, kind of our entire meet. We've got to be able to kind of bounce back a little bit. And so I think that those are some good lessons that we can learn from it. And then I think it was just good for, especially out of our first years, to see that a college meet can be really fast and that people can really put up some amazing performances. And we got to be ready for that, right? Looking ahead to this Saturday, it goes right into that, right? It's a long ride up to Rochester, okay? We're doing it that morning. We're going to leave early, drive 4.5 hours, get off a bus, an hour and a half later, be ready to throw down. And, we got to go into it with a no excuses kind of mentality, right? That's just how it goes, and we got to be ready for it. And, Rochester is looking at us as that team that's been kind of right ahead of them at the UA Championship for the last couple of years. And if we're not ready for it, that's going to be a problem because, they absolutely have a target on us. I'm sure that it's one of their team goals, to beat us in the dual meet and then to beat us at the UA Championship. And if we're not ready for it, then, it's going to be a problem. But I think that if we can take those lessons from last Saturday, apply them to this Saturday, I think that we'll be fine. And our kind of whole mindset going into this Saturday will be, listen, like, no excuses. Let's go. Let's throw down, right? And let's prove that no matter what the situation is, no matter what the challenge is, we're going to be ready for it, and we're going to be able to perform at our best.
I'm Libby McDyer. I'm a senior on the varsity swimming and diving team, and I've been swimming since my freshman year at college, and I swim the 50 free and backstroke events as well. I'm in the Integrated Studies program, also the IGS program, and it's a program where I can get my bachelor's degree and my master's degree in 4 years together. So I'm essentially finished with my undergraduate studies. I had a major in biology and a minor in French. And now I'm getting my master's in bioethics and medical humanities. And so it's a really cool program, and I'm really liking my classes so far. We focus a little bit on research in specific units and the ethics behind research decisions. But the biggest experiential learning opportunities that we get are through shadowing at the hospital. So we shadow at 2 of 4 local hospitals. So either the VA, University Hospital, which is right here on campus, Cleveland Clinic, or Metro Health. And so I've been shadowing at Metro Health this semester, and we have to get at least 160 hours throughout the entire program shadowing experience. So I've shadowed in the burn unit, in the medical ICU, the surgical ICU, trauma ICU, emergency department, pediatric ICU. I've shadowed in a lot of different departments, and it's been really cool, and I love working at the hospital. The main reason we do it is to get some real-life experience in seeing what kind of ethical decisions we discuss in theory during class, and then apply that knowledge to practical use. My career goals are to become a clinical ethicist, so I'd be working in a hospital and be on call to help make ethical decisions. Some common examples are helping decide whether or not a patient is eligible for signing a do not resuscitate order. There's also deciding who would be the surrogate for people who can't make decisions in medical settings, and other things kind of like that. But that is what I want to do when I grow up. And so I'm actually applying to PhD programs right now to get a PhD in bioethics or a health humanities related field, just to get more experience before I start working in a hospital.